The Archdiocese of Bombay celebrates this liturgical year as the Year of the Eucharist, in commemoration of the Golden Jubilee of the 38th International Eucharistic Congress. Many of the wide-eyed children who participated in the 38th Eucharistic Congress would be grandparents today, and yet the wonder of the occasion and the memories of a vibrant, jubilant, and involved archdiocese do not fade. Events of the magnitude of the Eucharistic Congress leave an indelible mark on the person, the parish, and the archdiocese, so much so that our steps and thoughts are redirected again and again to the spiritual gifts received and shared. Now, 50 years on, we've reached a landmark which calls us to look back, assess, and refresh our minds and hearts from the well of remembered grace. The 38th International Eucharistic Congress was held in Bombay, now Mumbai, from the 28th of November to the 6th of December 1964. It witnessed participation not only from our own parishes, but from all over India and from abroad. It was truly international in its flavor. The organization of such a mega effort required a vast and dedicated army of people to see to every detail. The success of the endeavor was proved by the magnitude and the grandeur of the event and the outflow of spirituality and devotion that was witnessed. The Oval was transformed into an open-air cathedral and was the main venue of the Eucharistic Congress. Renewal was the cry on the lips of the faithful, aptly brought out by the theme of the Eucharistic Congress, the Eucharist and the New Man. The solemn opening was presided over by Gregory Cardinal Agajunian, the papal legate, in the presence of the Vice President of India, Dr. Zakir Hussain, 10 cardinals, 300 bishops, and about 750,000 people from all faiths and walks of life, who filled the Oval grounds, with as many as 20,000 coming from other nations. It was an occasion that bore testimony to the great religious tolerance and acceptance of our nation, India. What made the Eucharistic Congress even more notable was the first visit of the successor of Peter to the shores of our country. Pope Paul VI, on his pilgrimage to India, was greeted by multitudes, whose presence at the airport touched him deeply. He addressed the gathering and said it was a great joy to find himself among the Indian people, and reiterated his pilgrim calling.
We come as a pilgrim of peace, of joy, of serenity and love. We greet all the Indian people, every man, woman and child, and we extend our greeting to all the nations of Asia, to every nation in the world. For these holy desires, we shall offer our prayers during the days of the Congress, and we invoke upon all of you who hear our voice an abundance of divine blessing. Jai Hind!
From the airport right up to the Eucharistic Congress venue at the Oval, the 20-kilometer route was thronged with people lining the streets to get a glimpse of this holy man of God. They waved flags and banners and cheered with gusto as his motorcade passed by. The entire city celebrated the event. The 38th International Eucharistic Congress also focused on sacraments. On different days and at different venues across the city, these sacraments were celebrated. 10,000 children received First Holy Communion and were confirmed in the faith. Priests were ordained at a solemn liturgy at the Oval, and many marriages were solemnized. Another momentous occasion was the ordination of 6 bishops. They hailed from the 5 continents, thus presenting to the world the true meaning of the word Catholic, that is, universal. Special services were conducted for the sick and the disabled, and in a powerful way through words and deeds, the 38th International Eucharistic Congress emphasized the need to let the grace received at the Lord's table flow into the continuance of daily life. Thus, the outflow from the Eucharistic Congress were the charities that became a part of the celebration that were life-giving and renewing. Sacred music is integral to Catholic celebrations. And a 5,000-strong choir sang with prayerful reverence, leading an atmosphere of devotion that enhanced the beautiful liturgies. The Eucharistic Congress was also host to several cultural events as well. Inspiring and devotional music, dance and drama, specially composed and choreographed for the occasion, with Indian themes were presented to the very appreciative audience at designated venues. The days and nights were well filled with an abundance of everything good. The Eucharistic Congress was indeed a festival of a worldwide sharing and love, celebrating the communion of all, rich and poor, all races and religions. At the 50-year milestone, we celebrate the memory and continue this pilgrimage of peace, hope,